Alright boys, huge episode of the MacPack podcast. We all Petty Cummins with the Everyday Hero.
And the Rave Reviews back, baby! It's episode 69.
Ooh.
So naughty. Of the MacPack podcast.
Let's get into it.
G'day and welcome to the MacPack podcast.
We're back.
My name's Jake McKenna and to my left, this week in order of Novak's biggest hater, it's my little brother Joe. How are you, boy?
I'm going good, Jake. He's been deported, and you know, I've been on this hate train for a while, way before the COVID stuff.
Since when?
Oh, about 2 years ago, I remember he was playing, and Mum was real mad at him, and it's just stuck with me ever
The
since.
big mummy boy. And to my right, coming at 6'1", as he does each and every week, it's the baby brother of the pack, who we call Junior Boy. Junior Boy, how are you?
Yeah, he's a bit of a joker. It's good that he's out.
You're not a fan.
No.
I think it's quite hilarious that he's just sort of taken the piss out of Australia's governmental rules. But that's just me. We'll undress that in the first segment of this week's episode of the MacPack podcast. We also chatted about the Gog after your big delayed New Year's party. We got the hottest 100 plus Gage Roads opening a brand new bar. It's a massive bet. So let's get into it. Boys.
Brother Mingo.
How are we all? Are we all well?
Fuck yeah, we're good.
I am feeling great because some great news came in today.
What is it
After
doing?
much deliberation,
Yep.
Novak's been deported from the country.
Shit.
That's not good news. What do you mean that's good news?
I think it is. He came in, he lied about his situation.
Yeah.
He's very anti-vax. And, you know, he thought he could have a laugh with us, and we showed him who's boss.
After a while, though, he was here for a minute.
There's a lot of appeals process that were going on in the courts, which now he will have to pay the entire bill for.
Which is chump change. Like, I don't think that's going to matter to him.
Oh, yeah,
whatsoever. I don't
exactly.
think
But
he's
it's better
even
than us.
fucking thinking about it. I thought it was really funny how he just sort of took the piss. I'm a big advocate for taking the piss out of authority, and I think he's fucking well and truly done exactly that.
So he's a full anti-vaxxer. Is that?
I'm not sure. I don't really get into the whole news debacle
It's a bit
about
cringe.
things.
It's a bit cringe these days to be an anti-vaxxer.
It's not a great time for the anti-vax community.
No,
Mind
the
you-
anti-vax, I don't think they've ever really
mind
had a
you,
time where they were on
yeah.
top.
especially coming into
Oh.
coming into winter as well. It's probably not ideal. It's a big loss for tennis, if nothing else, especially Australian tennis.
Yep.
As he's not only going to be not partaking in this year's Australian Open.
Yep.
He now misses like the next three
The next
as a
three,
result,
yeah.
which again isn't great.
Is he banned from like the Australian Tennis Federation? Oh,
He's
He's
banned
banned
from
from
Australia.
Australia.
country.
He's banned from Australia.
Yeah, good call. 3 years though. That's not actually much. He would only come out here just to play tennis, so he's probably not missing out on much.
But
Yeah,
he
but-
is also chasing. I think if he wins one more
Yeah,
Grand
he's going
Slam,
for
he's
some.
then officially like the greatest tennis player of all time.
And Australia is one of the easier Grand Slams.
Yeah, Australian Open is a Grand Slam.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily one of the easiest.
But don't a lot of
Oh, sorry.
don't some athletes not come here just because they can't be bothered? I'm swear.
Don't come to Perth.
No, that was the Hopman
Serena's
Cup you're
gone.
talking about.
Oh, but they go to that.
The Hopman Cup used to basically be like a warm-up for the Australian
It's a
Open,
piss take.
Okay.
Yeah.
which is why it's so fun to go to.
Yeah, because everyone's just there for a right laugh.
Fair
But yeah,
enough.
he won't be allowed into the country. So I wonder if maybe, like, obviously you're keen up, you want to win a Grand Slam. Like, oh well, Novak's not going to be in Oz, so surely
It's
you're
gotta
marking it in the calendar.
Yeah, it would make.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So we asked the people of Perth what they thought about.
Yeah, this week we asked the people of Perth. It's an early rendition of We Asked the People of Perth. And as we're growing, it's no longer the people of Perth. I was thinking about that the other day. I know we've made mention to it previously, but we're getting more than 50% of our downloads from out of WA. So
Oh yeah.
we might have to tidy up on the people of Perth and call it like something else.
So who's written in, boys? My
But
favourite-
nonetheless, yes.
Before we go to the individual comments, I just want to say, normally we ask these questions. They can be pretty controversial topics. You know, we do Douth.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
did probably Zuba Duba flavors or something like that.
Yep. they're
And
controversial.
they're often surprisingly pretty like 50-50 split. Even ones where we're all in agreement on, you know, what the answer is. We'll find and like, oh, like shit, that's actually pretty close.
Yep.
So this one was flog or favorite.
Yep.
90% of people voted flog and only a 10% voted for the favorite.
I wonder if we had done this, let's say, a month ago before he gets here.
Yeah.
Is it 90-10 or is it the media again just taking the red hot piss?
Yeah, I feel like maybe we did it then. Maybe more people would be like indifferent
Yeah.
and be like, oh, I don't really care about tennis. I know he's a player, but
Yeah.
I'm not voting on this one.
Okay, so you reckon there'll be less votes?
Yeah, fair. My favourite one was coming from Bojana because she's let us know that she's actually Serbian, and it's illegal for her not to support.
Yeah, which is was a law I was unaware of.
I wonder if
The
that's
Serbian-
actually a fact. I don't because it might be a joke, but then you know how like some European countries like
You're gonna
actually
say
get
legitimate.
a
Pretty
bit like,
intense.
yeah, like it might be like actually against the law.
Now this isn't probably the highest level IQ panel at the best of times.
Yeah.
Tennis related stuff. I don't reckon we're in the height of things there either. Could you just name me one other Serbian tennis player?
Oh, I'm gonna need to phone a friend.
Or better yet,
if
just
Djokovic is
what about
always-
one other Serbian athlete or person?
Serbian.
Who's a Serbian individual that you know?
I girl went to school with her.
Doesn't count.
Kristaps Porzingis.
Is he Serbian?
Sounds like it.
I don't think that's accurate. He's from like
I'm gonna
Finland or
go
something,
Novak's dad, the famous Serbian.
Dang. Is that-
He's a bit.
I don't think there's any other
Alright, Porzingis
Serbians.
Is a Latvian.
Can we
Yeah.
go? I'm gonna look
Close.
up just Serbian celebrity.
Here we
This
go.
is good. We like to do our research on air just to keep
You
the.
asked us the
How about a
question on
game?
air.
Serb or not?
I don't reckon I know any
To
other
serve
Serb.
or not to serve?
I don't
To
reckon.
serve or to fold?
Yeah, that's.
I don't reckon I know.
Bro, all these names, even if I did know these people, I can't.
Show
not
me,
read
show
them.
me.
Okay, the most.
You're not gonna know these, bro.
See, this is what I mean. I don't reckon Serbia's a place. That's what I'm getting at.
Bojana's lying.
Okay, there's a basketballer.
Who?
Vlad Divac.
Nah.
He played.
Oh,
For
Vladi Divac.
yeah, that's the one. He played for the.
What'd you call him?
I called him Vlad Divac.
What about what's his name? Fucking-
Okay, I don't. So I'm on a list on top 10 most famous Serbians.
There's a lot of Vladimirs getting around on
Putin.
this.
So the top
Igors.
Igor.
the top 10 most famous Serbians, right? Number 2 is Novak Djokovic.
Fuck
So
off.
there's
Who?
one person, Nikola Tesla, which is the person who basically like
Made Tesla?
No. So Tesla's named after him. He was a
Oh.
scientist in the 1800s, and he did a lot of work to do with electricity and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay. I'm saying it just quickly, as a side note. I'm seeing a lot of Teslas out now. I don't
Yeah,
know.
legit. I've been thinking that.
I don't know if I've just started to notice them, but I'm seeing
No,
it. I'm
there's-
seeing a lot.
There's definitely more than there used to be because I know the import cost used to be super expensive.
Yeah.
Because you'd have to like buy one from America and essentially get it like flown here. But now they actually sell them from dealerships.
Are
And
they
stuff
looking
like
for someone to sponsor? Like, could we
That would
Tesla
be huge.
sponsorship? Yeah.
really suss that? I think we're getting a. Oh, we will talk about sponsorship later on the podcast. We could get
Yeah, we got some
a
sponsor
great
news.
combo, a little drink drive combo.
Well, it's
you have
a
to
self-driver, so you
Oh.
can drink
There we
drive.
go.
Hand in
The
hand.
combination you didn't know you needed.
That's a
What
con.
other comments did we get about the great Serbian
Just-
man?
There was.
Did they got COVID in Serbia? Is it a thing where he's just like, I don't believe
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Well, he
Joe
brought
Rogan's
it over.
giving it to everyone.
Nothing comes to Serbia except COVID, so he wanted to hang about.
There
for as
was
long as possible.
one on the positive side that wasn't like due to national pride, which was from Matt Stacey, who said that he thought he was a flog until he did those fundraising games, and he was a very funny guy.
Alright.
So maybe he does have some heart. That
I think he's.
we're just not
I'm
seeing
sure he's a
'cause-
character.
What my mate said today at work, we were talking about Djokovic. He was like, bro, if I'm getting paid millions to play a game of sport, I'm getting the jab. Come on.
well, that's
But
it,
I think
bro.
it's more.
Yeah,
It
but like
becomes
get-
more than that. Like
Well-
money's not an issue for him. I think you're overestimating the amount of weight millions of dollars have for someone who is in that position.
yeah,
but
he's
you
probably a baller. He's probably unloaded.
Right, boys, pretty excited for this one. It's been a little minute since the last time Riley graced us with one of these major segments. Boys, it's time for
Riley's Rave Reviews. Holy shit. It's back, baby.
It's back.
This one isn't a review of a place, though.
It's not an established joint like they usually are.
He's mixing it up a bit.
He's mixing it up by request.
Yeah. Always by request.
This is coming in hot from the people for the
Yes,
people.
Exactly.
Hit us with it.
I went to, guess, drum roll, please.
We don't have that.
The Gog.
The go.
We mentioned it before in the app anyway. The Goggage. We popped off the Goggage on the
The
weekend.
Goggage. Has anyone else ever called it the Goggage?
My mates do.
Oh,
Really?
real?
Yeah, we put idge on anything. goggage, drinkage, vodka Red Bullage, fucking anything, mate.
Nothing like slang that extends words unnecessarily.
Fucking, I don't know why. It's just funny just to be like, just when anyone says anything like, say like, oh, like say someone, you're with someone, it's like, I chuck on the fan. Oh, the fanage. This is funny. You reckon?
Nah.
No,
you're
Yeah,
right.
really.
but-
Drinkage is
You're clean on a
alright.
part of the boys.
Drinkage is alright. I don't know about goggage.
Here we go. But the goggage. So it was a long awaited event. It's meant to be happening on New Year's. Everyone was hyped for New Year's, but it got the postponage, of course.
Good use.
Right. So it was on the 15th, 2 weeks later from New Year's. So not everyone was too lit about it because it was a bit like while we were there, it was a bit like, this is meant to be on New Year's. So it's a bit awkward that we're here. But like we're here. Anyway,
Yeah, it's
so let's
like
make the most
it's
of it.
like everyone there's just like pretending.
Yeah.
Like this isn't
Like
what I
that.
wanted, but I'm here.
This is also like this would be added to the Atmos, but there were like fireworks at the end, and it was like, this would have been cool.
On New Year's.
At midnight on New Year's. But anyway,
So yeah, just quickly, the Riley's Rave Reviews takes on 4 key segments.
of course, music, atmosphere, people, and the toilets.
So stay tuned for that.
Hell yeah, they all get a rating out of 10, and then the whole thing's out of
10 also.
no, they all get a
They
rating
get a
out
rating
of
out of
5,
5,
and
and
the whole
then
thing.
the grand score is out of 20, and then we divide it by 2 to give you a score out of 10.
Bang.
Wait.
Yeah.
There's so much. there's so much math that goes into
go
this.
out of 5.
I don't know why we did that.
Anyway,
I don't know.
it's almost like you weren't sure what you were doing the first time you did it. Now you
Yeah.
just had to stick with it.
Like a few things we do here on the podcastage. Here
I'll
we go.
start with the peopleage. So, so we went from the Prees the Prees was pretty saucy. It was actually a wine tour. It was a
Okay.
bit naughty. So
Tight.
went on like
What time did this wine tour start?
like 9.
Jesus Christ.
Oh wait, yeah, 9, 10, and then kicked on till about 5:30.
Yeah,
Then
okay. How many little joints did you stop at?
4.
Damn, big wine tour.
It's like 8 hours.
It's quite big actually
Yeah,
in
okay.
hindsight. Yeah. Anyway,
a
so
long one.
a bit annoying though because we ended up the last stop was so it was all in Swan Valley, and then we went to what's it called, Henry Summer,
Henry Summer, yeah.
which popped off a little bit. I haven't done a rave review on Henry Summer. I haven't been there too much yet, so I got to actually give it a crack. But so then we had to go from Henry Summers all the way to Freo, which is a bit of a trek. But on the way on the Uber there, one of my mates, I'll shout him out. I don't think he cares. Dean, my main man Dean.
Shout out to Dean.
Used to work with
whether you
Dean.
like it or not, Dean.
Used to work with Dean down at at the cinema complex. My bad. And Deanage loves a drink.
Deanage loves the drinking.
Deanage was getting on the drinks at like every place we got to. He was buying a drink or getting a drink bought for him. So he was in good stead.
He
But
had
like
at least 4 drinks on this wine tour.
oh no, and the roadies on the bus each. Oh, it was a licensed bus. So we got to like bring.
I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah. You were lied
No,
to
it
by
is.
a
So
bus
we're like
driver.
bringing cooler bags on. There was like a thing up the front. There was a toilet on the bus. It was really dope.
Just because you did doesn't mean
Yeah.
you should.
We paid $27 each for the bus.
Well, that's
I
pretty
paid-
standard.
But they let you have drink. I've
Yeah,
never
but on
been,
like a
I've never
Go party
been-
bus, it's like $5 each.
I've never, not when you're going to Swan Valley. That's only because you get party buses to like Freo.
Yeah. Anyway, this guy, right, he's pretty on the piss, but he was like fine all day. He was fine. Didn't actually seem that drunk. Like he was fine. And then we got to Henry Summers, and one of the staple drinks at Henry Summer is the vodka watermelon Red Bull,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and it's like fucking goated. It was the first one I had there, and then he also had one. I think everyone basically had one, but he's taking his sweet time to drink it. And it was me, him, and another one of my mates who were all going to go to Gog together. And this bloke Dean didn't actually have a ticket to Gog, but he bought it as we got to Henry Summer because he was like, "Fuck, I'm feeling it. Let's kick on."
Yeah.
He was just going to go home, but no, he was like, "Let's go Goggage." So he was taking his time to get this drink down, and one of my mates didn't have a mask, so he walked down to a servo. He's like, "All right, by the time I get back, boys, finish your drinks and we'll go." And this Danish was taking his sweet ass time sipping along this Red Bull, and he kept leaving it at like another table and then walking to another table. So I had to keep.
Strategically, he doesn't want to finish
Yeah,
it.
he didn't want
So I kept putting it in front of him as the good friend I was. And then like I put it in front of him, I was like, "Bro, like, come on, get it down, like we gotta go." And then turned around, walked back to my seat. By the time I sat down, it was down his gob, like full, it was gone.
Oh, good man.
And then we get into the Uber, and we're just chatting. He's got the mask, and then my other mate got the mask. So we're just driving there, and then we get on the freeway, and old mate Dean sitting in the middle. None of us
I
wanted
reckon
to
I
ride.
can predict what Dean's about to do, yeah?
None of us wanted to ride.
Bit of yakage.
None of us wanted to ride shotgun, so it was all three of us in the back,
Yeah.
which was pretty cute. And not very strategic. Dean just sat in the middle. And as we got on the freeway, Dean just put his head back and rested it on the seat.
Oh, no.
And it went very quiet, very quick. But he held on. He held on very long. And we got to like down Leach Highway. They're doing roadworks on that big roundabout down on Leach Highway. You know what I'm talking
Yeah, I
about?
know the one. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a huge roundabout, right? And we're about to enter it. It's quite busy. It's like 6 p.m. on a Saturday night. So it's chopping up on Leach Highway. And we're about to get into it. And I was like to Dean, like, wow, we're probably like 10 minutes away. Hold on, but if
Hang
you need,
in there, Dino.
If you need a yakage, just tell us. Overbridge will pull off. And we'll get this yakage up. And then he was like, okay, we're good. Gave it about 10 seconds. He was like, yeah, pull over. Yep. But he was keeping it so calm and consistent. And like his eyes were so like just shut. Eyes wide shut. And I was just my other mate was talking to the Uber. He was like, all right, bro, can we pull over like real quick? Boys about a yakage. And I was like to Dean, I was giving him a pep talk. I was like, bro, come on, like 5 seconds. Just hold it, just hold it, just hold it, just hold it, just hold it. And he was obviously holding it. And this guy slammed on the brakes in the fucking middle of the in the middle of the roundabout. And we went flying forward. So did Dean.
Oh,
Legit
no.
went flying into me and forward. And I was like, fuck, it's coming up. He was coming up when we were driving straight at 60 k's. And I was slammed on the brakes and Dean's been thrown forward into this chair. It is coming up. And he slammed on the brakes, pulled up onto this curb. Bump, bump.
On the roundabout.
Both
Into
the
the
boys-
roundabout. Into the roundabout.
No, like on the just of the left of it.
Yep.
Both the boys have already unbuckled their belts after the whiplash from the first
Yeah.
slap. And then as like the car's pulling up, door goes open. First guy hurdles out. Dean starts throwing up on the way out. Legit, just fucking lands a centimetre outside of the door.
What a man.
None of it got in. Fucking goat status from Dean. I was legit in awe. I was like, I had to like peek around him. I was like, that is fucking
He's done it.
legendary.
Need that
Dean.
ESPN slow-mo.
Oh my gosh. And he listens to the potty, so he'll be happy.
Shout out to Dean. That sounds huge. That's almost everyday hero worthy, that.
Oh, almost. Very much almost. But we've got a big one.
We haven't even gone to the Gog yet.
Fuck no.
There we go.
Yeah. So, but then Dean was fine, but he Ubered home after that. Didn't go to Gog.
Wasted.
Wasted a fair bit of cash on the ticket. Tried to sell it, but
Ticket, Uber home. At least he didn't have to also pay.
He got another Uber home from the...
from the yak place, because I was like, it's probably going to be more expensive once we get there. So,
Just
order one
stay
now,
here.
but he was fine after that. He was like laughing. He was like, yeah, that was a close call, eh? And yeah.
But you often rally. Once you've vomited once, you often rally pretty quick. He probably could have kicked on. He probably should have kicked on. Dean, you're better than that.
If he did kick on, he definitely would have gotten everyday hero.
But we continued on to the Gog.
Good, here we go.
Pulled up at actual Gog at the old Synagogue.
Yep.
Got out, chucked a little piss down at East Rio Oval,
Nice.
South Rio Oval.
They like that, yeah.
And
Water as you
saw
go.
some of my boys. You know, Tom Williamson.
Yeah. Shout
Yeah,
out to
saw
Tom
him.
Wilson.
Walked down to the Gog with him. Fat chats with an old mate from primary school, and yeah, we walked into the Gog. Got noticed fair few times. Fair few MacPack fans out there, loving the Goggies.
Humble brag.
And yeah, so got into the Gog.
And when you say the Gog, you mean the Esplanade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's actually out in Esplanade Park.
Okay, so we're reviewing a park tonight.
So people so far, pretty neat. Going to the place, there were a fair few fights.
Friend from school.
Yeah.
and
And
old mate-
Dino, who knew he
and old mate
disaster Dino.
And so got into the place. All the boys wanted to link up in the silent disco. So all of us were in the line to the silent disco. As we were walking into the silent disco, huge smash happening, cold knockouts on the floor.
Real? How many? Multiples?
Two were knocked out cold.
They're
on the
both
dirt.
fighting each other, like
Oh, there was
simultaneously punched each other
like
and
40
connected?
people in the fight.
Wow, okay, right.
Yeah, and security guards. There were some chicks security guards who weren't that big that came flying through, grabbing all these big boys. And I was like, I rate it. I rate
Yeah,
the
fair.
bravery. But yeah, so people were pretty mixed. Gonna have to give a 5 out of 10 on the people.
What hour was this? Sorry, how old was the party
like
at this point?
6:30.
What time did it start?
3?
3.
Okay.
And
So
that's-
long enough to get intoxicated enough to want to throw hands. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, so the people, 5 out of 10.
Okay.
So, wait, am I doing it out of 10?
Yeah, just a minute.
Yeah.
5 out of 10.
Alright, cool.
Music. Well, I was in the silent disco for most
You
of the
got
night.
recognised a fair few times by the people.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
So-
what lifted it up to.
But then
Oh,
there were
okay.
also a lot of like
So-
a lot of fights going on. So it equals.
A lot of fights.
Yeah, I
Ha-
saw a 5.
Crikey. Okay, that's a few. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a couple.
Yeah, maybe Dean is just glad he didn't go.
I was only there for like 4 hours, so that's like more a
Yeah,
fight.
there's more than a fight an hour.
Yeah, and so so people were like really good, and then also really bad. So 5 out of 10. Then we got the music sent most of the night in the silent disco. We were there for like probably 3.5 hours. So there were a lot of repeats.
Oh, real?
Yeah, and like because we're on 3 different channels, there's 3 different DJs. So like sometimes they'd play the same song like an hour after each other.
Fair.
But yeah, music was decent. But my favorite part of the whole thing, there was only the silent disco and then the main stage. And me and a fair few of the boys are big fans of Olivia Rodrigo. And I took my earphones off at one point because I was getting a bit fucking bored. And like the good thing about taking earphones off in the silent disco is that like it's dead quiet, so it's a bit like relaxing. Not dead quiet, but it's like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good because like, you want to have a chat if you need to like actually talk about something with someone.
yeah, exactly. That's it. So took the earphones off, and then I heard "Good for You" playing on the main stage just over the road. And I told the boys, like the Olivia Rodrigo boys, take your earphones off. So when people were looking around, we were actually bopping with no earphones on, just going ham in this silent disco
Yeah,
town.
right.
So that would have been a laugh. So the music, very decent, like 5 out of 10.
Okay. So it's an average
no.
event at this
Yeah.
point.
6 out of 10.
All right. It's above average. It's an above
6
average
out-
event at this
6 out
point.
of 10.
Marginal.
Then we got the toilets. Toilets pretty basic, just the classic porta potty. I used the toilets once for the event. A bit of
Once.
yeah.
They got quite the stench, I reckon, those porta potties.
Oh yeah, like relatively clean. A few of like
You spent the whole day drinking and then you went to the toilet
I
once.
pissed a lot on the wine tour. Only once. At the
Did you
place.
use what about the toilet on the bus?
No, I didn't. Because fuck that. That'd be too. I was talking to a few of the boys who
It's
did.
good fun, man.
You're
It's
not
good.
getting a lot in that bowl.
It's good fun.
Pretty drunk, and
You
you're also going
you
around
definitely want to
corners.
hit it earlier in the day rather than later in the day.
Yeah, good call. I said legit when we got on there, I was like, I'm gonna do a fad shit in that toilet, no car. And then legit, the bus driver got up and was like,
No.
toilets only for number one.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Their fucking pipes are probably only like that big. Can't fit my shits in them. Anyway, so
Shit chat.
what was I talking about? Yeah, toilets. So it was me and 2 of the other boys,
What was this?
Cosmo and Matson. We were sitting in front of these toilets, waiting for these toilets. That took a while, but eventually we got in, pretty clean. But the people next to us were taking their sweet ass time, and then there was like a big group of girls that were like standing next to us. Who were like, we were like punching on the door.
Well, that's not. That's good.
No, but we were punching on the door to like our mates. So like
Oh, yeah,
when one
yeah.
of the boys went in, we were like slamming on it, like hurry the fuck up, like you know.
Yeah.
And then the chicks though were just doing it to random people. So they like tapped us on the shoulder and they're like, "Can you do it to these guys?" Like they've been in there for like genuinely 5 minutes. First of all, the chick portafolios are small.
Yeah.
There were 4 girls in the one before.
Yeah, they love going. I don't
Impressive.
I don't know how they fit in there.
It's like
I legit said to my when they got out, and Matson was like, "Bro, there was 4 girls in there." I was like, "Are they clowns?"
It's like a clown color.
Yeah,
It's
legit.
file that at once.
And I don't get the whole like. I understand when you're like go to a normal place and the girls go to the bathroom together
Yeah. So
because it's like mirrors and they can
Yeah, you're
you
on
know,
an
touch
oval.
up your makeup, talk about gossip, whatever.
yeah.
But when there's like a porta potty and they go in, I'm like, just go one at a time.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
understand what
Yeah.
you're achieving from all going in
I
together.
think 2. I think 2 is a reasonable amount.
2's tight.
But
2 is
even
2 is
still,
tight.
I reckon if you're getting more than 2 in there,
3's a crowd. 4's
where are you standing?
4's a mosh.
Like at,
yeah.
at what point?
And do you does everyone face the person on the toilet?
Yeah, like do they just not care about looking at each other's genitals?
But
Or-
No, I don't think. I think because
with
with
the
the
boys
dresses
in-
and stuff, I think it's all very.
Let's not get into that.
I don't know.
Would you just from the actual like surface area you have in the toilet, you're putting one down like each side?
Yeah, someone like sitting
Because
on the
there's, like-
sink.
Yeah, there has to be a sinkage. Anyway,
And what do you do if you're one of the girls in this group of 4 and you're like,
I need to
I'm
shit.
gonna take your shit.
Yeah. Be that guy. Anyway.
Women.
But yeah, when I walked into the toilet, there were a lot of leftover women appliances in there.
All right,
Yep.
join the dots.
Appliances like hair
Yeah.
curlers and stuff.
No, but yeah, just like I don't know, a lot of leftovers just going on in there. Bit disgusting. But the big ticket event about these toilets was actually the toilet that was going on next to us. So these girls kept tapping us on the shoulder and like they're like, "Can you bang on this door? Because you're banging on that one. Can you bang on this one?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Sorry to break." Like, they asked us a few times, and I laughed, and I was like, "Oh no, like, it's just a bit of fun with the mates." And then they kept asking us, and I was like, "Yeah, girls, I hate to break it to you. I did see 2 people go in there. I don't think they're peeing."
Oh.
Don't think there's a bit of
Sexage.
Yeah, and then I can't remember who did. No, one of the chicks actually just started kicking the door.
Oh, that's nice.
and
That's
they
really
came out, and it didn't.
romantic.
Yeah, a bit of a. Yeah. Anyway, so toilets. 5 out of 10.
Yeah, multi-purpose by the
5 out of
sounds
10.
of things. And huge, hopefully.
Massive, yeah.
But radio. Finally, Atmos. I'm going to talk about the drink.
Is that how many 5? Sorry, was that a 5?
Yeah, 5.
Okay, so it's still just a clip above average. Which
16 out of 30 so far.
okay.
Drinkage.
Drinkage.
This is the Atmos. This is just the overall vibe. Vibe was pretty good. All the boys were on it. All the boys were having fun. So the vibe was pretty good so far. But thing that really grinded me old gears.
Yeah.
I went over to grab a drink when I came in, and I looked at the big old board with all the drinks on them, and they were like single fins.
Yep.
Da, da,
Shout out
da.
to the team at Gage Roads.
Yo. And then they were like vodka Red Bull, $15, single fin $13.
What? How big is the glass?
And then it said Smirnoff Black, and I was like,
You
that-
like to say that?
when you go to like a nightclub, the Smirnoff Black is like a glass 1.5 standard drink.
Yeah, double black.
Yeah, but it's not a double black. It's 1.5, and that's how they get you. Because if you go to the metros and you say, "Can I have a double black?" They'll be like, "Yep." And they'll give you a 1.5 standard drink. So it's not a double black. It's a 1.5 black. So it said Smirnoff Black, and I was like, all right. I don't know what that is, but like, and I don't know what I'm gonna get. 'Cause it's only $13. So I was like, I'm not gonna get much in that.
I've never heard anyone look at a drinks menu and go, "It's only $13."
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like for a Smirnoff Black, it should be more than $13, even if it's 1.5 standard drinks. When the vodka Red Bull is $15, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm getting less than one standard at this rate. So then I get it, and I'm drinking the vodka Red Bull, and then my mate comes back with a Smirnoff Black in a double black can, and I'm like, what was that? Like, how'd you get that? And he was like, this is the Smirnoff Black, $13. And then I look
It's
on
a
the
double
can.
black.
Well, it had the exact same casing as a double black.
Single black.
Except nowhere on it did it say double black. It did say 1.5 on it though, which they don't actually sell out bottle-os. It's a cheeky little thing that they sell just for events.
And is it just a bit smaller?
Yeah, it's like a can.
Same size, 375.
Same size, but 1.5
Just
standard.
mixed.
Same size as a double black.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting.
Are we
Yeah.
100% sure double black's at 2 standards? Yeah, we're locking that in.
1.9.
1.9.
Yeah, so like, and then I was like, bruh, like the vodka.
I genuinely don't think I've ever had one.
They just taste like lemonade.
citrusy lemonade. But anyway, so the vodka Red Bull, $15. The 1.5 standard Smirnoff Black, $13. Not very wavy from fucking Gog. When you find out that after you fucking buy it, you're like, all right, cunt, I just paid $15 for a vodka Red Bull when I could have been getting a Smirnoff Black.
Yeah, but the
13.
reason why vodka Red Bull is more expensive is because it has the energy drink in it.
Yeah, but no one gives a fuck, bro.
Yeah, you're paying more, so you can be
'Cause you
like
get that
hyped
class,
up or whatever.
yeah.
That's cap. That's full cap. But yeah, they did not pass the vibe check on that. But the boys always pass the fucking vibe check. So 0 out of 10 for the Atmos from the drinks at this place. But the boys were passing the vibe check definitely. So they got 10 out of 10.
What
But-
boys?
What are you
What
talking about?
boys?
My boys.
Your friends.
My fucking boys, bro. You already
That's
know.
not a category.
Your friends.
Yeah, but no. But
Your
they
friends
added,
don't count for drinks.
they added to the vibe,
Oh, the
which
vibe.
is the Atmos.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So it's a 5 out of 10.
Haven't
for
we
the
not done Atmos? I
No,
think
this
we've done-
was Atmos.
This is
Atmos was drinks for some
Oh,
reason.
This
Jesus.
is Addy, baby. So yeah.
Are we done? So that, how many?
Done, baby.
How many? Was
So
Wait,
21
no, we're not
out of
done.
40.
How
I
many was
got a
Atmos?
kick-on story for you, you little leaky.
Jesus.
we're gonna need to do like a whole other episode.
So we popped off we left at like 10:30.
Can we just just quickly? Let's round up the digits. So how many did we finish with? And then we'll get into
21 out of 40.
the- Okay,
which
was
is
it actually?
5 point, yeah.
Yeah, 5565.
Which is, do the math,
Yeah,
21.
just
21
about.
out of 40. I just did
So
it.
it's just above average.
5.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
5.25.
No. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, good stuff. Well, above average. That's got to be like the worst rating?
Yeah, definitely.
It wasn't lit, but it was like the boys were on, so, you know. It is what
That
it is.
even mean? All right, it's Hot 100 Day tomorrow,
Huge
boys.
sense.
Fucking
It's a super early one. Normally it's towards the end of Jan,
Yep.
but it's the 22nd tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
bit early that I even missed the voting.
Yeah.
Ah, shocker.
It's early because with that awkward Wednesday folk holiday.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's a bit
You know,
annoying.
I got on to vote, did my 10 votes, and then I was like, actually, let me think about this. I didn't want to rush into it. And then just
You didn't
never
end
got
up
around to it.
Neglected to do it all together.
Yeah.
If you had to pick one song, if it was completely up to you, what would win it?
Like, my favourite song of last year is Deja Vu by Olivia Rodrigo, but my vote for Hottest 100 is Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo.
Jake? Fender Bender.
Sam Fender, 17. Going under. Currently
Actually
paying,
might come up because it's a bit of a...
currently paying $67. It'll finish
That's to
top
win.
20. Yeah.
That's huge.
I think if it was
Finish
to
top
me,
20.
I would probably if anything I would want probably Jail by Kanye West, but I want
True.
yeah, Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo to win.
Nice.
I feel like that TikTok song from... not the song that went big on TikTok. The, even if it's not ready for the day, it can't always be night. That song might go big.
Sing it.
Oh, I don't
Sing it
reckon.
for us.
That's like the biggest song of Donda from all the streams,
Okay.
I think.
I just feel like it's not something people would vote for.
Yeah, but it's like the one Kanye song that everyone would have listened to last year. Anyway,
So I'll read out the top 5 favorites we've got.
here we go.
I'll do it in reverse order. So first one we've got, so the 5th favorite we've got Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish.
Okay.
Sing it.
I don't know it actually.
Do not.
I probably don't.
The title track from the new album.
Yeah.
We have The Angel of 8th Avenue, Game of Youths.
No, that's a
coming in
tune.
at 4th.
That's a tune. I reckon that's a.
That's actually
it's a
big for
smoky.
Gang of Youths to come in like hot again.
Yeah, because they didn't have a proper album release yet. It's from the singles, which I also feel like
EP.
when the album comes out, it's like that's a big
It's a big
moment. You know, there's a lot of talk about them. Gets them hyped up more.
especially because this was released as a single quite some time ago.
Yeah.
And now it is inclusive of the EP that came out.
Exactly. Yeah. Then we've
Great
got
tune as well.
Banger.
Smokey to win it at 650 at the moment.
in 3rd place we've got The Elephant Like a Virgin by The Wiggles.
Now, Wiggles, big fans. I would be quite disappointed personally
They didn't.
if the Wiggles win Triple J's Hottest 100 this year. Mainly because I don't love the rendition.
Is it? Wait. What sort of cover of? Tame Impala.
Elephant by
Tame
Tame
Impala.
Impala. Yeah.
Like it's like a good mashup. Like two icons of Australia, but like, yeah, it's not impressive. Like, you know, like if someone like works so hard on an album or a single, it's like it's way more meaningful for them to do it than a Leica version.
And some of the Leica versions have been really good and they've really had their own artistic flair.
Yeah,
This is just a bit...
it's just a cover by a big name.
Without being rude, and shout out to Greg and Murray and whoever's still a Wiggle. I think Anthony still dons the purple kit. He might be
blue.
the blue kit. It's not amazing.
Yeah, I think it was obviously cool to see them do it, and also to do like a pretty, pretty rocky song, not like something you really see the Wiggles play normally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully next year they do 17 going under. And
It's
it's
like-
like around that.
It's like one of the in fashion this year. Like one of the biggest collabs was the Yeezy Balenciaga puffer jacket collab.
Yeah.
It was like huge. Everyone,
I'm out of my depth.
but like.
That's the
it's a
red
cool-
one he wore on.
Yeah, it's like a cool. I mean, they have all colors now. But like, it's a cool collab. But like, if H&M were to do that, it's like not a cool jacket. But
Yeah, I
it's
know what
because
you
it's
mean.
Yeezy
It's
and
just because it's
Balenciaga.
them.
That's like the same with the Wiggles and Tame Impala.
I feel like it was cool that they did it.
Has the Wiggles ever been compared to
Balenciaga.
Balance.
They got that Wiggles Gucci collab coming.
Goodness
I feel like the good thing about the Leica version for the Wiggles is like it made people respect the new guys like a lot more.
Yeah, fair.
Because like, oh, these guys are actually pretty cool. Like they like singing.
Name
well.
them right
Okay,
now.
Emma was the girl.
Yeah.
She's gone.
Left.
Yeah,
It's
sick.
nonsense, bro.
There was the purple guy. Actually, they were like
Lockie?
married.
Lockie?
Yeah.
That's
Ooh,
And the
it's
big
a-
guy. You know, like the red one.
nah.
I just feel like it was good.
How
to
many
be
chicks
like,
is there? Just the one chick?
There's
No, they brought new
the
ones
new one
in.
is.
So they got different Wiggles.
There's like tons.
So there's
now.
different Wiggles now than what
For
there
that one?
was.
Yeah. So when they
cool.
do their Leica version this year, it's going to go off.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I agree. I don't know if it should win, but the thing
They're
is,
doing
like,
quite a bit of marketing as well. And as a marketing boy,
As
yeah, I got
quite
ads for
important.
it as
Yeah,
well.
quite important to be doing marketing. And I think, I don't know. I think there's a lot of people who don't give a fuck who just go, yeah, Wiggles. I like the
Wiggles.
Wiggles.
And also, a lot of people like will be like, oh, it's the hottest 100. You got to vote for like. They'll always vote for like a
An
Leica
Aussie.
version, like that
oh, okay.
Oh,
Denzel
true.
Curry one,
Yep.
like because it's like I vote for all these songs and my favorite Leica version.
Yep.
So I feel like it's a classic way to get in.
Does anyone still listen to Triple J?
That's the thing.
Since Matt and Alex left Triple J, is anyone tuning in?
I feel like
I put it on every now and then.
I feel like Matt and Alex I used to listen to in the morning going to school, but like. And also, this is back when my car didn't have like an aux, so I had to listen to the radio or the CDs that I burnt.
True.
But I feel like, surely you're just listening to like Spotify. Anyway, the next one we've got Good For You, Olivia Rodrigo, the number 2.
Banger.
So she got 2 in the top 5, is that what you're saying?
No, the other
No,
one was
it's
Billie
only
Eilish.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I feel like
Good For
I
You
feel
isn't
like-
like a great song, but it's like her biggest because it just goes off in like a party scene.
My thing is not many males in
Oh.
this Triple J.
All my
ballot.
mates, literally like half of my mates.
Yeah, but I mean my demo. No one older than say 22 is voting for Olivia Dragon. What's her name?
Rodrigo.
Yeah.
And then the number 1
Rodrigo.
favorite, this one I was surprised to see. It's Stay by Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber.
I think this.
Okay, Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry's back.
I actually think that'll take the.
But
cake.
see, to me, those 2 top ones
That's jeez,
are like
man.
not like
They're not
Triple
Triple
J
J.
song.
Yeah.
And also, they probably won't even fucking know that they won the Triple J.
Kid Laroi probably would.
Yeah,
He's
I
Australian.
Yeah,
oh
King,
yeah, Kid Laroi.
King Larry.
It's
will
like when
probably
they
know
called.
instead.
It's like when they called Billie Eilish when she won with Bad Guy,
What?
and she was like, what are you doing? And then she was like, it's like midnight. I'm not
Yeah,
doing
she's like,
anything.
I'm about to head to bed. Just stay up for this.
Yeah,
fucking
yeah. And I love when Kendrick won.
humble.
They just didn't even try to get
Oh,
in
yeah.
contact. They were like, he doesn't care.
See, that's another thing. Do you think it's skewed? Do you reckon every member of the Triple J team get
I
a
actually
vote?
reckon they could. They would definitely get Kid Laroi. Olivia Rodrigo's possibility.
Fuck off.
No
Wiggle-
way.
I reckon the
she's
Wiggles
like-
are a lot. Wiggles are a heavy chance to be in the studio, let alone like what else are the Wiggles doing? Fuck all.
Oh, yeah.
That's not what they're doing.
I'm actually seeing them in
Oh
April.
yeah, they're coming.
Are they coming
Yeah.
just to do Elephant and to fob off? Or
Yeah, they probably will do it.
Speaking of which, I want to see Justin Bieber.
is
the
he going to be at the
V's.
Wiggles concert as well?
he's
No.
coming.
Okay.
That would be fucking.
Is
dope.
Kid Laroi opening for it?
Kid Laroi is also performing. Oh, bro, he actually could, eh?
King Larry, the
I don't
man.
know. But Justin Bieber, like, that's the thing. Bloke, like, he
But
has bops, bro.
The thing that annoys me is like when 1989 came out, it was like Shake It Off and stuff. All these Taylor Swift songs. Triple J was like, no, you're not allowed to vote for Taylor Swift. She's too big.
Oh,
But like,
but King
Justin
Larry
Bieber and Olivia Rodrigo aren't.
yeah.
That's me.
I think Olivia Rodrigo deserves
And the Wiggles are large. The Wiggles are the biggest
Biggest band ever.
crew ever.
Yeah, legit. They're the Australian Beatles.
Are they bigger than the Beatles? Are the
Think so,
Wiggles
yeah.
bigger than the Beatles?
Can you imagine if one of the Wiggles got shot in the head?
Well, now if you know if it happens.
Like John Lennon?
You've just been shortlisted.
There you go.
All right, so who do you reckon's taking the cake? Oh, we asked the people of Perth. We
Oh,
asked the people of
fuck yeah,
Perth.
we
So
did do
much
that.
shit this week.
The Dogs of Perth.
What do
have
we
we got?
What do we reckon, gang?
Let me get it up.
Legends, ladettes, ladies.
All right, we've got a couple votes for Stay. Mum voted for Elephant, which I was surprised she was like aware that had happened.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's
that's
a
a
big
good
fan.
point.
Yeah, actually, is a good point.
Maybe when it first happened, but the fact that she remembered it and was
Even though
like,
the-
"Oh yeah, that's a Triple J thing."
I would expect
I'm
her
impressed
to
now.
say Wiggles, not even Elephant.
Yeah,
she's wavy, bro.
she's just a Tame Impala stan.
That's a great point, though. Olivia's mum can vote for her song. Bieber's mum can vote for his song.
Yep.
The Wiggles' parents are probably dead, so there's a few.
That is a few votes.
There's a few
Coming
votes
in
that they're
hard and
missing.
fast.
So
Well, they
that's brought them
Oh,
back to the pack, I reckon.
Joe actually driver's license.
I would a driver's license.
That actually, that'll
Which one's
definitely-
that?
It'll definitely be
Like
in
the
there. It's
big-
an Olivia
that was like
Rodrigo
the-
song.
Was that the fourth? Was that
It's
going to be
Olivia
fourth?
Rodrigo's first single.
That's a different one.
It's
Yeah,
not even in
different
there.
single. Yeah,
Okay.
Riley voted for Good For You. We had Emily Burson said that won by the Wiggles, which is sort of what I was expecting Mum to say.
But yeah, the big consensus is Stay by Justin Bieber, which is a
Um,
good call. I reckon it'll take it out.
Yeah, I think I'm
don't-
surprised, but I mean, Sportsbet always gets it right anyway. So
I actually wasn't a big fan of the song when it first came out, but like when it comes on, it's good vibes.
What is the demographic that votes on this?
I reckon it's late teens to like 21.
I think it's getting much older, far quicker than you're aware.
because like this is kind of like one of my first Hot 100s that I'm actually like gonna
Commit to.
yeah. So it's like, but for people who've been doing the Hot 100 for fucking ages since it was like big.
I don't know if it's
they're
just
getting
because
old.
I'm old, but there's a lot more people older than me who do it than there is younger than me.
And a
in
lot of
my
older
opinion.
people listen to Triple J.
And I think they'll vote for the Wiggle
Yeah.
guys.
True.
I don't think like what was her name? Rodriguez is gonna get as many. I might be wrong.
I'll
Look,
back
I
it.
probably will be wrong. We'll review this next week. What are we doing? What is there? I hear there is an event at Coast.
Yeah.
Just quietly, he says into the microphone.
Are we
Did
going to that?
No. Are they just playing the Hottest 100 at the event? Is
There's
that?
a few things going on. Like there's like a they're doing like special drinks.
Oh, okay.
It's on the beach.
Yeah.
You
I'm aware of
swim.
where it is.
You can. I think they've got like it's kind of like just like a festival on the beach.
Okay,
Kind of thing.
cool.
DJs. Blah,
Quite
blah,
a
blah.
bit.
It's just the radio. There
But
won't be DJs.
I think they're playing.
the DJs work for the ABC.
I think there is like another thing that's like kind of like.
There'd have to be. You can't just have like there's so much
The
junk. There's so
radio.
much junk, and it's
Oh
just
my
like
God,
Triple
yeah.
Day presenters going. And now we got
Yeah.
another big tuna fish. Listen to this one. It's coming in at 89. I've never heard of it, but I'm sure someone voted for it.
Hey guys, I'll be taking you through to lunch. Everyone's like, who the fuck is this guy?
I'm Jimmy Johnson from
Yeah.
Triple J.
Oh, an absolute banger. Oh, we've got a message from the text line. They're loving it in the pool.
We've got a message from the text line. Kill yourself. Oh shit, my bad.
All right. Well, who wins it? So who's the consensus? You went.
It's got to be stay because sports said so.
I'm backing in Rodrigo.
I reckon put money on Gang of Youths, but also a little flutter.
Yeah, I reckon if you drop the house on Elephant, it's gonna you probably bet.
Well, hit us up in the text line.
All right, boys. Very exciting time indeed.
Fucking oath.
With one of WA's biggest breweries. Are they the biggest?
I
think so.
Oh, maybe like
I think most successful, I think, is the word, but I don't think diameter-wise. One of the ones that we work for, I think, is the biggest
The bougiest.
in size.
there's probably like other older ones that are like
Girth.
do more product, but this is like the up and coming. This is like the one that the young people care about.
What are we talking about?
Gage Roads.
Oh,
They're opening up their bar in the sheds in Fremantle.
the makers of the single fin.
The makers of the single fin, the official sponsors of what's the joint?
Optus
Optus Stadium,
Stadium,
yeah.
and unofficial sponsors of the MacPack podcast.
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
receive.
Yeah, we've received. Yeah, we can tell you that we've
Well
received beers courtesy of the team at Gage Roads for free.
Fuck yes.
I'm excited about the new pub.
It looks sick. It's one of those things that has been in talks for ages, I feel.
Yeah, fucking ages.
But then it was on the news. They showed us little
Yeah,
what it looks like. Oh, it looks mint.
Is
it's
there a
it's a big
dance
deal.
floor?
Don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think it's got more Little Creatures vibes,
Wine and dine.
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. It's just like a bar.
Yeah.
Should have been a dance floor.
Well, I'm sure if you get down for a bit of a boogie, mind you, Mark McGuire doesn't like the dancing.
If there was a dance floor, it would be on the Rave Reviews, but apparently not. So.
We'll definitely have to do a review of it if we can get a gig in there.
Oi.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think we try and do it. I think we wait for the dust to settle.
Yeah, it's because it's gonna be pumping.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of fuckwits in there, just hanging out, doing their thing.
It's a
Yeah.
cool
Early
spot. It's like
days.
right on the water's edge, isn't it?
Yeah, is it going to smell weird? Hot take.
Good point.
Oh nah, surely they wouldn't have put it there, but it's gonna smell weird.
I guess we'll find out.
They would have had a smell test before they bought the property.
Yeah.
Smell test. 6 blokes. Just sniffing around.
What do you reckon?
Aesthetically, the place looks fucking dope. It looks like very minimalistic. Just like kind of like, just like tables and chairs. You know, there's not a lot going on. It's just like pretty white, pretty grayscale. but
It's
still
not bad.
very
I
nice.
like it. There's a lot of pizzas on.
Oh, I haven't even looked at the menu.
Oh no, the menus all the time. They've got some. I had a look. They've got like a proper head chef who's like elite. There's
Knows
gonna
how to cook.
yeah, it's key. But no, he's come on. He's making a heap of fucking Mad Dog pizzas. They've got some specialty beers. They've got a nice hazy IPA, I believe.
Ones that you can
launching.
only get there.
Yeah. Which is fantastic because I think they have a couple of little baby tanks that they're going to be brewing like a handful of little stuff through, which will be specialty kegs, specialty tanks into specialty kegs,
Huge.
into specialty mouths.
It is good because they can
especially
just
for the
test
rallies.
all their. They can test anything they want. They can sell it.
Yeah.
We can have our business meetings
So
there.
that'll be unreal. Yeah, well, hopefully. Imagine if we get a source from Gage Roads. I'd love to go down
Roads.
as a little VIP,
Oh.
a VIP packer. Go down. We can give the place a nice little rev up.
We love the single fins on the body.
a bit of a
We do,
review.
yeah.
And we've run out of the ones that they provided us late last
Yeah,
year.
we got through them quick. Those single fins, they really they soothe my throat when I'm talking. Don't you reckon? After a big rave review segment that goes for half an hour, I need to kind of quench my thirst. Those
Nah.
single fins do the job. Funny story about single fins. I was
Good.
talking to one of my mates who is in the Navy, and he was telling me he's turned into a bit of a beer connoisseur, and he said they don't have any single fins on tap over east.
Yeah.
So he was talking to the boys one day. He was like, "Boys, there's this beer from WA that's like dope. We should order a case." ordered a case, got through it in a few hours. Him and all the Navy boys were just cracking single fins all night long,
Oh, right.
having a lovely time with these single fins. So there's a
Nice.
place to go.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm keen to go down. They do veggie options, surely.
Surely, yeah.
Surely.
Yeah, surely.
No, I'm keen. We'll make it happen.
Fuck yeah.
It was more of just a little
I know, it's exciting. Yeah.
public service announcement. Yeah, it's rare
It's
that
a
we
shout
get.
out.
It's rare that we get anything. And working in Freo at the moment means I'm within like walking distance as well, so I can just peel down there. And I envision us.
Lovely. Spending many a lunch there.
Yeah, I envision us going down for the trials and whatnot. So that'll be a laugh.
Fuck
Did-
yeah.
I think the best bet is for us to go down when it's a little bit quieter and we can get Riley's rave review notepad out
Yep.
Yep.
and really give the place
Test these beers.
the review it deserves.
So to go on from the Gog.
Yeah, okay, we're back. We did tease the fact that Riley was going to chat about the
Kick-ons.
the kick-ons,
So naughty.
and there we go. We thought we'd finish up this episode of the MacPack podcast with a bit of kick-ons chat before we do the Everyday Hero. So, Ginger Boy, kick on.
The boys, obviously, everyone got free tickets to Metro's Freo after the Gog. The tickets transferred to Metro's Freo for the night. So a lot of
Lovely.
people's move was to kick, because Gog ended at 11. So a lot of people's move was to head over to Metro's for the next few hours.
Okay.
But the boys were like, we've had our fair few runs at Metro's, and we know that there's going to be a fair few thousand people trying to get in. So we were like, let's head back to one of the boys' house for a kick-ons. Went back to Jules' house. Julesy boy is not double vax.
I
so
saw
Julesy
these
can come.
videos. These videos are funny.
Julesy could not come to the kick-ons. But so we all headed back, and we didn't really know the vibe of it.
At his house.
I mean,
come
no,
to
Jules could come
kick-ons.
to the Gog, so he stayed up all night and waited for us to come to
Oh, okay.
so
his
cute.
place for kick-ons. So yeah, we were sitting outside on the Esplanade Park. Oh mate, Sean Darcy walked past, said g'day to all the boys, and then
He said good day to the boys.
Oh, yeah,
he
he's
was
like,
not.
oh. Sean
What
Darcy's
are
the
the
Fremantle Dockers
chances?
player. Also trains with Body Magic.
He does.
Anyway, so yeah, so old mate Cheesy dropped his girlfriend home in Bibra Lake, and they came back to pick up the boys.
So Cheesy went to Gog,
Yeah.
didn't drink a
No, he doesn't.
a
get on-
bar,
Doesn't
okay.
get on the piss, old mate. Anyway, so then we
Why?
went back. I don't know. Just loves driving his car. Anyway,
Okay.
so came back to Freo, picked us all up, took us to Julesy's house,
Josie.
and we popped off the Mickey D's before, and then we got to Jules' house with our Mickey D's, and he was like, "Boys, please be quiet. The parents think I'm just having one guy over." There was like probably like 8 of us there.
Yeah.
So cheeky to begin with. Anyway, so we're popping off, and of course, we're loud.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can confirm.
But like the boys were pretty we were winding down from the big night. We were like, we're enjoying our lovely dinners supplied by McDonald's.
Yep.
But oh mate, one of the boys is Goff Dog.
Coffee.
Featured on the show before from the prank call.
A few times.
Goffy was not ready to stop. Goffy was ready to go. I don't know how, but bloke had a bottle of vodka.
Where from?
I don't know. He just had a bottle of vodka. I think he might have left it in Cheesy's car or something. I don't know.
Oh,
But
okay.
he had half a bottle full of vodka. So it was like one of the small ones. So it has 20 standards in it. Just a fair few. But so he got through, I think, like 8 or 9 before we left. So it was like majority of the way full. And he brought it into the place and sat next to me.
The house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were sitting on the couch in the theatre room. We were gonna put on a scary movie. Well, we watched a bit of the bit of soccer first, and then we put on a scary movie.
What movie?
Wolf Creek.
Wolf Creek. That is
Really
scary.
slow
Can
start.
confirm.
It was too slow of a start that we turned it off before anything got scary. Then we watched some funny.
That sounds to me like
Yeah.
we all got
we all
scared
got
at the
scared.
thought of Wolf Creek.
Anyway, it's actually kind of a shitty film. Anyway, so Goffy had this bottle of vodka, and I was like, I didn't say anything. I was like, surely not, Goffy. Like, I don't know, we're all a bit fucking done. Like, I was up at 9 a.m. drinking, and it's now like past midnight. I'm like, Goffy, come on, brother. Like, no need. And Goffy, like, he has a few drinks, and he's getting loud, and I'm like, come on, Goffy. Like, he said be quiet. Like, the boys are like kind of quiet, but we're not getting too loud. But he was like yelling a little bit, not yelling, but he's raising his voice a bit.
Not using
And I
his
was like,
inside
Goffy, you're
voice.
getting a bit annoying. I didn't say it, but I was like, Goffy, mate, you're getting a bit annoying. He's talking all through like the start of the movie, and it's just like, this kid's getting on my nerve a little bit.
Did you
Anyway.
lay Goffy out?
No, love my man Goffy. But then I was like, fuck it, if you can't beat him, join him. So Goffy, not join him drinking, but I was like, you know what, if we're gonna get Goffy drunk, we're gonna get Goffy drunk. So he started off. He had like one mixed drink with some like fucking sparkling like what's
Soda water.
Yeah, like the Schweppes, some drink from
Yeah.
Schweppes, and he had like 2 drinks of that, and then he put some in his Coke that he got from Macca's. So he had around like 3 drinks, and he was also like buzzed from the whole night. So he was like a little bit on it. There was 8 standard drinks roughly around in this bottle of vodka, like a fair chunk, probably that much vodka.
Yep.
And then he came and tackled Cade, and they were wrestling a little bit, and then came back up on the couch. sat
Boys
next
love
to
a
me.
wrestle.
Yeah,
Your
we
mates
do.
wrestle more than any other bunch of heterosexual
Yes,
friends in the world, I reckon.
Anyway, so Guffey came back and sat on the couch right next to me, and like was undoing the bottle of vodka, and I was like, alright, I'm gonna get this guy on it. I was like, let's go. He was like, oh, come on, McKenna, no need, mate. I was like, nah, go on. And he was like, alright, fuck it. And opened it up, took like three chugs, and I was like,
Just
fuck.
straight vodka.
Yeah, it's like, like 3 thick chugs.
That'll do you.
And I was like, fuck. I was legit like laughing. I was like, bro, that's like probably like 2-3 shots you've just had
At
like
least.
just then. I was like, that's a lot, bro. And he was not budged. She was like, no, like, just
It's
not even.
not vodka. Is it not vodka?
I cannot do that. Oh no, it's straight vodka. It's
Okay.
straight vodka. It's Smirnoff vodka. And I was like to Gozzo, who was sitting next to me, I was like, brother, that bloke just sculled probably like 3 standard drinks of vodka, and he's fine. Like, I feel like it's gonna come up. So we said to Jules, I was like, mate, you might need to go grab a bucket. And he was like, no, he'll be alright. Anyway, so we sat there for like probably another 30 seconds or so, and I was like, Guppy, mate, you still got a fair bit left. Finish it.
Jesus. Scoffy's still with us.
And he was like, fuck it, I'll finish it. And I was like, Skull. And he was like, alright, bet. And he started undoing it, and then all the boys were like, no, don't Coffee, please. Like, we're not really meant to be in this house. We don't need a mess. And I was like, come on, God, you don't be a bitch. And then one of
You
them,
wouldn't,
and then
Goffy.
I legit a lot of that. And then I was like, Jules, you go get a bucket. And Jules is a little bit like,
Here we go.
he's not slow, but he takes, I don't know, he thinks about things very differently. So he went out to get a bucket. And, I'm thinking like he's going to get one of those 99-cent buckets you get from like Woolies.
Yeah.
Those big ones.
Yeah.
The ones that do the job.
He's going to come with a glass.
No, he came back with like a little Halloween bucket that you collect your lollies in. And he walked in the door and all the boys started pissing themselves. He was not taking the piss. He was like, what? Oh, this will do. I was like, bro, he's going to vomit. That's coming straight back into his face, man. Anyway, so he gave him the bucket. Didn't go get another one.
You gave him that bucket.
Yeah,
Halloween,
yeah.
yeah.
And he's holding that in his lap. Fine, like 100% fine. And he was like 6 drinks down by this point. We've been at Jules for like half an hour, which is a lot, by the way. And then I was like, someone get the camera out and Goffy, mate, finish this bottle of vodka right now. And he's like, fucking bet, bro. Undid it. Skull. We'll put the video on the screen.
No!
I'm legit crying. I'm like pissing myself. Like, what the is happening to this guy right next to me? I was legit hunched over because I didn't want that vom coming up on me. I thought it was going to go down and come straight back
Goffy's
up.
putting back Smirnoff like
And he
it's
just
Mount
finished
Franklin.
it, and he was like, yeah, I'm fine.
Nah, man.
No, chill. Fine. 100% fine. I was like, give it 3 minutes. It's coming back up, bro. It is coming back up.
You fucking put yourself to sleep. Well, you can be unconscious drinking that much vodka without.
Yeah, surely you're like blacking out.
10, 11 standard drinks, 40 minutes. No fucking cap. Anyway, so then all the boys were laughing a bit. And then like 10 minutes went by, 15 minutes went by. Goffy was fine. And then I looked over and I was like, brother, like, are you okay? Like, how are you feeling? And he was on his phone. He's like, nah, bro, I'm fucking fine. He's like, I can't see much, but like, I'm fine. Like, we're watching something on TV and he's like, I can't really see what's going on, but like, I'm good. I'm feeling alright.
He drink himself blind.
And then I was just like sitting next to him, just observing him. And then I saw him on Snapchat and he was talking to a few girls on Snapchat.
He's talking to me on Snapchat.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, we went to play golf the next day. I said, I'm playing with another crew tomorrow. And he
Oh.
goes, that's all good, bro. I'm pretty fucking hammered, but I love you, no cap. And I was just like, yeah, we're not
That was
getting
11 standards down.
we're not getting into this.
Anyway, yeah, so I saw him reply to these. Some girls asking him like, oh, where'd you end up after the thing, after Gog?
And
he-
I'm still
he-
here.
And he replied, and then just sent it. Like, it was that asked like 8 to 12 random characters after each other.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Sent it, and then I was looking at him, I just like smiled, and then he looked at me and he was like, I'm fucked, bro. Bloke was fine. We got in the over, absolutely fine. We headed home. It was
Oh
like a
my
30-minute drive home. We got there, absolutely fine. Messaged him when I got home. I was like, "Hey, you all good?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm all good." Messaged him in the morning. He was like, "Yep, 100% fine." He was like, "No hangover." Like, it's
What?
a shame. Yeah, he was like, I feel fine, bro.
Are we sure it was vodka? Or
No,
not?
it was 100% vodka. I smell that shit. I picked it up after he had a few and I gave it to one of the boys. I was like, hide this because he's getting a bit annoying. And then, he was like, where's my vodka, boys? And then we gave it back to him. And then I was like, all right, let's get this cunt fucked up. And he got
Wow,
fucked up.
that is incredible.
It was a good kick ass. All the other boys like went home early, but he was ready to go.
Is
The
that-
night was just
Are
starting.
we
for him.
awarding that Everyday Hero? Is that what we're doing?
Honestly, maybe.
Maybe.
Nah, this next segment.
That was
every day
huge.
is
On your
huge.
on your golf, you
Yeah, Goffy.
Jesus, well done. I think. All right, boys, it's time for one of our favorite weekly segments. It's time for our Everyday Hero. It's episode 69 of the MacPack podcast.
9.
That's got nothing to do with what we're about to talk about. We won the Ashes, boys.
Hell yeah, we won it.
We won the
The urn
Ashes.
has retained.
Yes. We did it pretty fucking easily. It's a shame England. They're just not very good.
not
at
good at
bad at
cricket.
cricket. What
Isn't
the
that
hell?
that's like their national sport, isn't it? That and soccer.
It's like our second national sport and we still clap their cheeks.
Yeah, didn't they lose? So they didn't win the World Cup either.
They haven't won anything in a while. They went terribly in the Ashes. Like they drew one of the game. We won 4-0.
Yeah, kind of cringe effort by England.
Yeah, it was a bit cringe.
It was. It wasn't flash. I thought on the last day of the fifth. It was essentially the third day of the fifth test. I thought they were a genuinely chance to win, but with 1 wicket came 2, and with 2 came 8 by the looks of things because they fell dismally short. Just seemed to give up by the end. Like they probably could have batted the night out and then at least showed up the following day.
Yeah, I
but
heard about that.
they more or less just went, "Nah, we don't want to
One of
fucking
the-
do this shit tomorrow. We just pack up now."
One of the commentators, I forgot his name, the English commentator of the Ashes.
Yeah,
He was saying like,
Ian Botham.
not too sure of his name, but he was legit saying at some point, he was like, this is actually embarrassing to be an England
Yeah.
member of the cricket thing right now because they've genuinely thrown in the towel. This is embarrassing.
Yeah,
to call.
100%. No, Ian Botham got up out of the commentary box for Fox.
He also threw in the chat.
Yeah, literally, he was in the commentary box, and I can't remember what wicket it was, but he was dumbfounded. He took his headphones off and just walked out of the box. And went, he literally called whoever else was on. Was like, I'm done.
You're on.
I'm not fucking perched up here. The man's come from England to commentate 5 games of cricket, and to
Hasn't
sort of
been able to say a good thing about the English.
yeah, essentially for every single day of cricket they have played this summer, it's been deplorable. It might very well be the worst English team that has ever come to Australia for an Ashes series. It wasn't good, but what was good
Here we go.
was this week's Everyday Hero. Now, obviously, amongst the celebrations, it is quite a tradition to pop a few bottles, do a bit of that
Hell yeah.
do a bit of that champagne showers, a couple of real Danny Ricciardo shoey type setup, right? There's always a bit of shaking, there's always a bit of cork poppage, and there's a bit of spraying going on. Yeah?
Poppage, I like that, Jake.
And there was, nice. There was a little bit of that when we won,
Hell yeah.
which is customary with an Australian victory.
Fuck yeah. Alcohol.
But the Everyday Hero comes in not because we celebrated and because the big man
Anyone can do that.
and because the big man captained a 4-0 victory and Paddy Cummins. It more comes from the symbolic gesture that occurred while they're popping the bottles. So Usman Khawaja, who has been in and out of the team, quite frankly, for the last 4 years, hasn't played a game of Test cricket in 2.5 years.
Shit.
Came back, made 100 in the first innings, 100 in the second innings. This is in the 4th Test.
Hell
Right?
yeah.
King.
So very impressive. It's a feat that only a few people have done, including Ricky Ponting.
Huge name.
And Usman returned, played really well, and then got promoted up to. He opened the batting for us in the 5th Test.
King.
Now Usman is a
Muslim.
man. Yep. And so as part of the Muslim religion, they don't deal with alcohol at all.
It is
Yeah,
haram.
it's like completely banned.
Yeah. Now with the champagne showers and whatnot, they're obviously full of alcohol, and everyone was giving it a fair.
Hell
bit.
yeah, they are.
Everyone's giving it a fair bit of gusto.
The boys.
Usman, as all the boys are on the stage, they're doing the popping the champagne showers. If you're watching us on YouTube, we'll get a video up. And Usman's standing to the side, not really getting too involved with what's going on. And Paddy realizes what's going on.
Yeah, he jumped off stage when they started popping the bottles.
Usman, yeah.
Because like Joe said, it might be like on a national photograph for Usman to be surrounded by
It's not a great
a
look.
lot of alcohol flying around. That is like against his religion.
Yeah.
So he got out of there pretty quick.
He did, but Pat Cummins realised that, told all the boys to basically pack up tools for a second, pack up
the
the
alcohol
champagne
away.
and just pause for a mere moment. Got Usman up on the stage. All the bottles went away like that. There's a great deal of respect that must come with Pat Cummins. I think he's highly well respected around the team. He's done a fantastic job in my book. I didn't think he was going to be the captain, but props to him. First bowler we've had, first fast bowler we've had as captain in a long,
Oh, yeah, gee, a while.
A
That's
long-
what it's going to be.
a long time.
Oh boy.
Oof. But the actual act of telling the boys to pack up the piss so that Usman could come and join the national team photo and celebrate the victory that he was definitely well and truly a part of, especially as he sort of made sure that England didn't win any of the matches.
Win as a
over the
team,
last two.
drink as a team, or don't drink as a team.
So that's why Pat Cummins. He's had a big week.
Fucking
He's had a huge week. I think he won player of the series as well, but I arguably would say
Oh, big way, bigger.
that to win episode 69's Everyday Hero on the MacPack podcast this week goes to Patrick Cummins. All right, boys, that brings us to the end of another episode of the MacPack podcast.
Fucking huge. 69, hey boys.
69. What did you say at the beginning?
I said a lesser podcast would have never have shut up about that, and a greater podcast wouldn't have mentioned it at all.
But here we are.
Here we are. Boys, the website is going well. We've had a fair few orders come in, which is fantastic.
Fuck yeah. Don't forget about those teas, baby.
Yeah, if you haven't grabbed a tea, make sure you grab a tea. I haven't checked if we had any reviews this week, but no, probably not. But yeah, we are running quite limited in the stock that we do have for teas, especially in a lot of the more prominent sizes. the
Yeah.
more
So
popular,
if you're
popular sizes.
You got a basic body, get in there.
Yeah, we got heaps of smalls. So if you got a body that you want to be different,
Show
say
off.
6 months time.
Yeah, a little crop top maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give you a
Didn't India say she wanted a crop top? Just get a small. If you
Just cut it.
she
Yeah,
got
cut it.
no, don't cut it. The small tees are.
Don't cut the
You can crop
teas.
It might make her shoulders look. She might look a bit weird.
Huge.
yeah, a bit jacked.
Anyway,
I like it.
yeah, so head to the site and suss all that. We also did the little competition.
The giveaway for
Yes.
Yes, and the winner was
the teas.
Drum roll, please. It was Andrew Silvera.
Andy!
it was. So we will flick him a message. We haven't told him. This is the first time we've sort of mentioned
There
it.
you go, Andy.
So we'll
You're
make
in
sure we
live.
get in contact with Andy. Andy will be joining us, hopefully, if he wants to. We'll give him a buzz next week, have a bit of
I
a
feel
yarn.
heavy down.
Yeah, have a bit of a yarn with him. It was his birthday in the week.
Yes, it was.
So happy birthday, Andy. I love it. Imagine if he doesn't listen, has no idea. Should we just test him on that?
That's what. Yeah, we could have done the secret bit of the competition is you need to follow us up with us.
Yeah, actually, be listening through it.
No, we won't catch him out. He won fair and square. We're gonna get in contact with him.
100%. Anything else to talk about, Liz?
I don't think so.
We're getting out of here.
We are. Yeah, it's fucking late. Pleasure as always.
Always.
Until we do so again this time next week, stay safe, stay blessed, and always remember to
Go give your mama a hug.
it's chuffing now, but not forever.